Hey survivors, it's Angie Atkinson, and today at queenbeing.com we are going to continue the next phase, the next video in how to pick a niche for your work at home business. All right, so let's get started. So, just getting right into it. Online marketplaces can give you some insight into what sells well with consumers if you're looking to start your own business. So, you can look at top sellers such as Clickbait, JVZoo, Amazon to kind of get some ideas of possible niches that would work for you. Okay, so I'm going to just give you a few one by one of recent research. Okay, Clickbait's marketplace says some of the top niches include fat loss, woodworking, men's dating, making money online, potty training. Okay, potty training is a thing. It's a niche, people. Numerology, and then okay, if we're talking about JV Zoo's marketplace, right? Well, it says that some of the following topics that they're selling well include social media mastery, Kindle publishing, let's see. Oh, and then let's look at Amazon. Okay, we all know about Amazon. Well, Amazon is a great place to research both tangible and digital niche markets. So you can go to amazon.com/bestsellers and you can look through each category to see what is selling. Okay. You can also look at hot new releases. You can look at top rated movies, things that people are looking for, people are wishing for. These lists are updated hourly, my friend, and so they're as current as you can get. You understand? So that will serve you well as you're trying to decide what your niche is. Okay, so click on a category if you want, and you can drill down further. Like if you click on books, for example. All right, you can look in self-help, and then you can see that people who are looking in self-help books want to know about things like being an introvert, marriage help, success tips, nutrition, spirituality. You see what I'm saying? Let's see, we've got after you do a quick brainstorm and you do some fundamental research, you might find that you have a very healthy list, or maybe even a short one that you could possibly get into of niche markets. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is to cut things out of your list. So don't be too hesitant about cutting off niches. The fact is that they're always there if you ever decide you want to branch out and add another income stream later. But right now, one of the lessons that took me a long time to learn, and it was a hard one, was slow down and pick one thing. Just do one thing to start. Okay, so if you have, like I said, you've got to start with one niche. So avoid combining them at first just because you don't want to give up. And remember to keep in mind that it's only temporary. Okay, so you're going to want to weed out the wrong niche. Okay, so you have to know that picking a good niche is not something that you do in 10 minutes, okay, or in a flash. Do you understand what I mean? So it's a process and it gives you, it takes time. It takes time. So if you're serious about building a highly profitable business, it's going to require a lot of dedication. All right. So let's look at some of the reasons that you might want to weed out a niche, shall we? We're going to go through each niche idea that you have, and you're going to decide if any of these reasons exist. Okay, so number one, you can't commit to writing, talking, and leading the niche day after day. A lot of people say that they hear instructions about keyword volume and price points and different available products to promote, and they pick a random niche that they personally have zero interest in. But imagine that you're a man or a woman who loves golfing, but you pick the crochet niche because some guru pointed out that something about keyword volume and product availability. Or you know imagine that poor golf lover that we just talked about not only doesn't know about crocheting but can't imagine writing about it every day. Guess what, my friend? That's a recipe for failure. You have to talk about something that you can stand to talk about every day. Another reason that it might not work is that You know, there's not enough monetization opportunity here. Okay. Ideally, you would pick a niche that provides both tangible and digital items that you can promote or create. You feel me? But some examples of that might be weight loss stuff. Not like you could promote diet and exercise digital plans. And if you wanted to, you could promote food and weight scales, workout equipment, supplements, and more. So you could do that with affiliate sales, or you could create your own stuff. Stress relief. Not only can you promote digital ebooks on how to combat stress, but you can sell products like aromatherapy machines and home spa products. Another reason you might want to cut a niche is if it's overly trendy. So sometimes something, is such a fad that it's a waste of time. Like you're trying to build an entire business around something that, like Pokemon or something. It's not necessarily a great niche for you. It's better to have an evergreen topic like stress than it is to build a whole site around just one trend, like rubber band bracelets or whatever. So that doesn't mean that you can't create a squeeze page somewhere, to profit from trendy topics, but reserve your major efforts for topics that are going to last. Feel me? If it's too broad, you can either eliminate it or narrow it down and see what you can do to see what all you can come up with for it. For example, just tackling the diet niche might be really overwhelming, but maybe you could build a site about, like, I don't know, dieting over 40, or dieting after pregnancy, or dieting for diabetics, or dieting for moms, working out for moms, something like that. Once you whittle down the niches and feel confident that you could write about this or lead this topic for the long term, and that it can be easily monetized with products, you're going to need to make a firm commitment to one if you're left with more than one. You feel me? Okay. So the next thing you're going to want to do is compare what's left over, right? So this is where some of your traditional guru advice might come in handy. So there are going to be times when your passion, for two topics is equal, and both of them might provide great opportunities for profits. That's when you turn to things like keyword search volume, so that you can see how prevalent this topic is online. You want to use keyword tools to see what niches and phrases people are using, in order to find the information in that niche. Do you understand what I mean? And to figure out how high that volume is. So you might be asking yourself, well, what number am I looking for? But there's no set number. You're going to be able to make a good income from volumes of 1,000 or 10,000. Should you go with a niche where there's only 10 searches per month? Obviously not. You want to look at typical conversion rates anywhere from 3 to 30% and compare that to the price of what you're going to be selling. Do you understand? So if you're promoting an average of a $100 item on your site, where you earn 50% of the sale, or $50, and you saw a search volume of about 1,000 for a good keyword phrase, then even at that 3% rate, you could expect 30 sales per month, and at $50 a commission, that might equal $1,500. You see what I mean? Now, is it a sure thing? Of course not. But you have to have everything in place for proper conversion. And y'all know online business doesn't work like that. It's not like build it and they will come type deal, right? You have to work for it. So reviews on Amazon can help you to figure out what is a hot niche, or it's not just the bestsellers list. You can look at products and tell to some degree. So if you start clicking around on categories on Amazon, you might see something typical like coffee makers with hundreds or thousands of reviews. So, but if you keep clicking around, you might stumble on a niche that you didn't realize was popular. Click through on chef tools and you'll see a comfort mat that has almost 1,000 reviews and sells for almost $60. See what I mean? So maybe that's a niche for you if you like cooking. Not the mat, but maybe comfort in the kitchen, huh? For people who love the art of cooking. So everything you could promote could be digital products about cooking, including ones you create. And tangible items that make things easier. So you could use those as affiliate items, or even have something created specifically for you if you want. It's a thought. I'm trying to make this light stop looking crazy for you. I'm sorry, I'm at a weird point in the day. and I'm trying to use sunlight, it's probably a bad idea. So available domains are going to be a factor in your decision, but basically take time to play around with synonyms and phrases before you simply cross a niche off because your first domain idea is already taken. All right. For example, let's say you're going to do the niche diet for diabetics. So you're going to look for other words for diet like food, nutrition, diet plans, eating, meals, etc. The word diabetics can also be used in place of diabetes in this case. So begin mixing and matching stuff like that, right? So I'm going to give you some ideas with that title. So maybe you're going to look at something like dietfordiabetics.com or foodfordiabetics.com. I mean, all of those are already taken, but nutritionfordiabetics.com, eatingfordiabetics.com, dietplansfordiabetics.com, mealsfordiabetics.com. You see where I'm going with this, right? You can really work around that. And then you're going to want to go through and switch diabetics to diabetes and see what you get there, or switch words around. You see what I mean? So, diabeticdiets.com, diabeticnutrition.com, sorry. Okay. Diabeticfood.com, diabeticeating.com, diabeticplans.com, diabeticmeals.com. Do as much as you can to see what's available, and then if necessary, wait a day or two and see if other possibilities pop up in your head, like maybe, I don't know, diabeticfoodhelp.com, diabeticnutrition.com, diabetic meal planner, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying, right? So if more than one of your niches meets all of the above criteria, what do you do then? Or all of the previous criteria? Well, you ask yourself, which audience do I want to serve? And then, think about it. That's what online success is all about. It's about rolling up your sleeves and being ready to help people. It's about knowing whether they're looking for diet help, relationship tips, golf advice, health insight, whatever it is. Your people need solutions, and they're relying on someone who cares to help them find it. You see, the simple requirement where you feel empathy for your target audience and truly want to solve their problems, that's where you develop a loyal fan base. Those become your people, your small army. Okay. Remember that if you're in a rush, you can easily choose the wrong niche. You might spend weeks or months trying to grow it and still fail because it wasn't right for you. It might be right for someone else though. So this is why some people hit it big in a niche when others don't. So another thing you might want to do if you're still undecided is spend some time looking at your competition. But only do this if you're the type who won't succumb to intimidation thinking. Like, oh, there's already someone much better than me out here, stuff like that. Always keep in mind that people want choices. The person that you're admiring might be a great joint venture person for you one day, so make sure your style and your voice is unique to you because, other people's audience won't be happy, to see that you're just an imitation. They won't be your person if you're just imitating someone else, right? So think about how you yourself learn, and when you want to learn online marketing, do you only listen to just one person? When you want to learn about anything, do you only listen to one person? Of course not. You listen to lots of people and you try to get all these different, opinions and thoughts on things because, that's how it works. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close up for today. Let me go ahead and wrap up because I'm just actually almost done with this whole thing. So, just if you put yourself in a position where you haven't found the right niche, start over, try again, okay? Remember that what it was that you didn't like about the niche and look for the opposite in your next one, okay? So you have to maintain a fine balance between abandoning niches at the drop of a hat just because you're not making instant riches and wasting too much time, all right? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build a blog, all right? And for anyone, this can be the easiest platform to create and rank in search engines, and certainly the perfect place to let your target audience get to know you. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Next time, we're going to talk about how to build a blog. All right, have a wonderful day, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for letting me be a part of your day and a part of your life, and I'll see you soon.